I wonder if I need to be stimmed up on caffeine or not. Let's think. No, I don't think so. I don't think that needs to happen. I hope it's receiving a transmission. There we go. All right, cool. 360p? What do I fucking look like, dude? Trying to watch this in 1080 60. I'm not trying to. Hello, everybody. Long time no see, right? It's been like 2 weeks.
Okay.
The real GMDNoice. He's making his entrance.
Hi.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's GMDNoice.
Holy shit! It's the fucking president. Oh my god. Or ex-president, I think. I don't know.
I think that I resigned and people just didn't recognize my resignation. So I think technically I'm still in charge.
I mean, are you not?
I don't know. I mean, if I said something, people would be like, "Yes, Mr. President." So,
dude, have you had to make a community executive order yet for anything?
I mean, I picked the flag. I think that's kind of like the only thing I did.
Dude, imagine someone else in that position. They would just abuse power, dude. Could do what they want. Dude, no, you get it.
No, for real.
You mean what power? We can't break the illusion. Come on.
That's true. I'm literally in charge here.
Dude, I don't think we've ever called before.
I don't think not one-on-one. I think we might have been in a call together.
When?
Before, at some point. Why isn't
that I wouldn't remember. I don't think I've ever actually called with you.
Well, didn't we play Fortnite a few times?
I would not remember.
Like, were you friends with Omega?
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay. Then we have called together.
He DM'd me recently. I think he just said like GMD in all caps.
Yeah, what
because
did he too?
I don't know about your experience with Omega, but he'll just like come back. And then he'll like DM everybody and just be like, dude, and then he'll just die again. And it's just that like twice a year.
Exactly. It's the exact same thing. Like, I think a year ago, he hit me up and he was like, yeah, dude, we're all going to go on a cruise.
Dude, have you seen his house?
Mm-mm.
The fucking house he lives in? It's so nice.
He's loaded?
I don't know about now, but in 2018, 2019, when he was in the Skull Friend group, he would just post like a shower selfie. And this dude had like green tile, just beautiful like walk-in shower. And he would tell stories about how he would have parties in his house and how sometimes the cops would get called because he has like a massive backyard.
Yeah,
it's just like flat grass, and they would like, anyway. I don't know anybody else who's that loaded and just like, apparently I saw his Discord bio. He changed it. I think he's like some kind of electrical engineer or something. I don't know.
20-year-old aerospace worker and in uni full-time. Host of
Crimson
Planet. Scarlet Sirius
That's
coming soon, baby.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Do you know about how that is in like limbo? How that shit is just never.
Like, is it like the sequel of Crimson Planet?
Yeah. They're never gonna finish it because like I've heard from multiple different like reputable hosts that like he just doesn't fucking know what he's doing anymore.
Oh damn.
And it's just like a bunch of like, I know he's gonna get mad at me for saying that, but my part's probably still in it.
That's my boy. I haven't called with him in probably 6-7 years.
Damn.
And I did join a call with him like a year ago, and he seemed like the exact same person. Oh my god. Peanut Pickle and Wooshi are in the chat.
Holy shit! It's the guy that said I eat ass on Artificial Ascent.
For real.
What have you been doing, by the way?
Me?
Just because on Twitter you're like, dude, I'm gonna get drunk. I'm gonna.
That's what I'm doing, baby.
Is that all you're up to?
For the
Just
podcast.
work and.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Moist Critical behind you?
No, that was my roommate, Andre.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but he's just sleeping right now because he works a night shift.
Oh yeah.
So he's going back to bed.
That might as well be me. I keep fucking up my sleep schedule. I fixed it 2 days ago. And it took 1 day for it to get completely fucked again because I stayed up until 10 in the morning yesterday just building shit on Minecraft. I just wasn't tired. I don't understand.
Damn. Do you have like a job?
I wouldn't say a traditional job. I probably should. I probably should.
That's what did it for me was getting
experience.
like a full-time, like you actually work actual hours. That's what fixed my sleep schedule because I used to have real bad insomnia too.
Yeah, dude, have you tapped into the sleep mask method?
No, I have one.
You should get one.
No, I have one. I just have I have it from like a plane ride or something.
Oh, damn it! I want to put on my webcam and show you mine. I have a really nice one.
Yeah,
it's like padded. It's black. It's great.
Well, everyone just gets to focus on me the whole time, baby.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're kind of the star of the show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who are you watching in the background? What's on that monitor?
Well, those are my roommate's PCs back there. So right there is a picture of Echo 2K.
I can't even see it. The exposure is terrible.
It's because it's so white, and his monitor is very bright. And then here, my other roommate, he just has some music on.
Dude, I'm surprised you didn't put decode on one of the monitors on a loop. I feel like you're kind of lacking.
That's the kind of stuff I would do, but I literally got home 3 minutes before we started.
you could still do it.
Okay,
hey, can I open GD on your computer? Does he even have it?
I'll just do it.
Does he have the game?
Decode. I'll put a video.
Oh yeah, just loop a video.
Decode. Oh, it brings up the Paramore song. Oh, because I'm on YouTube.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Have it on 2 monitors, both off sync.
Huh?
Have you found it?
There we go. I got it. I'll just put it on.
Oh, that's beautiful. You know how to loop it?
Yep.
All right, nice. We're
Perfect.
Good. When is Decode Day again?
I always forget. I can figure it out though.
How'd you forget?
I don't even remember my own birthday,
major holiday.
It's pretty major. It's a major thing that I have to pay attention to every single year.
Isn't it it's April 21st?
No, it's in March.
I don't know.
I think someone in the chat said it's March 13th.
Do you think Wreckage is aware of it?
Yeah, I think I found out that he is. But he doesn't really give a shit. He thinks it's kind of weird.
Dude, Wreckage is really fucking weird from what I've heard about him.
Isn't he
apparently he's just obsessed with Guitar Hero and just doesn't do anything else. I mean, that's from what I've heard.
I thought he played Osu.
I don't know. Probably. I know there was another player of his time that played Osu and might have been Daddy Pro or something.
Oh,
I know
Boris plays Osu. Similar time period.
Aren't you talking about that kid that autoed SWI? that guy we never speak about.
Yeah, and hacked a Thanatos, but still won't admit to it.
Well, didn't he just no clip it for the video and was I beat it off camera?
Yeah, that's what it was. And then when anyone argued with him, oh fuck, there was something about that. That was so funny. It was we had been bullying him forever to send us proof.
Mm-hmm.
And he would say I have a video of me getting 72, but I'm not going to give it to you based on principle because you should just believe me. because I'm a reputable player. And we bullied him for so long about it. I think eventually he sent it in, and it was so obviously autoed. So obviously autoed.
Do you think he's gotten humbled yet in like another community? You think he hacked on Osu and then got like fuck for it and was like, I'm gonna change my approach?
I feel like from what I heard, he was actually pretty good at Osu.
A lot of people are.
I mean, he was like
even yeah.
he was good at Geometry Dash. Like he was a decent player. He just would hack shit when he got frustrated. And
It's
he was
kind
a
of like
very
YG
good
Yoshi.
player.
Do you remember him?
Who?
Do you remember YG Yoshi?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a god at standard, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like he hacked in
Lithium,
front of
right?
us.
That's what we call
I
him.
don't remember his name. I had his Discord at one point, but it got deleted. God knows why.
Oh man, that was so classic. The fucking what was their server called? Geo Lenny? Do you remember that?
Is that like a 2016 thing? I don't think I was
Yeah, it was
around.
like 2016, 2017, and they Geo Lenny, and they would make all these jokes. Oh, I can't fucking remember any of them, but
There's one server I remember. This is like really terrible, and I know nothing about it other than like hearing 2 or so people mention it. Do you know what Netmir's Trap House was?
Yeah, wasn't that N level server?
I've heard that it's either that or it was like a really weird, like it was like an OG, like I don't know how to explain it. Like apparently Netmir was like the OG femboy in GD or something, and like he had a server with like other like-minded people, and that was what it was called. But like I don't know.
Funny phrase, the original gangster femboy of Geometry Dash.
I love the idea that like they're aware of like weird shit that still happens in the community.
I know, yeah. Yeah, that is. It's so it's weird that like I don't know, you think of all these ancient names. They're probably still to this like they're like 22-year-olds and they're in university, most of them.
Do you want to know what I want to know? I want to know what happened to Sari. I really want to know.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I never really got too into that mystery, but it is weird. Like he's Korean, right?
Yeah.
And then like he faked his death in the Korean military. Like I'm sure he did go to the Korean military because you have to.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they're not like, they haven't fought any wars in a long time.
Don't they just do like training the whole time and then just come back?
Yeah, it's pretty much just that. It's like the reason they have enlistment is because there's the constant threat of war with North Korea. So they just want to make sure that they have like trained soldiers ready to go at all times. But they never actually like fight in the war.
Have you seen Pyongyang's like empty buildings?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know about how like 70% of them are just vacant and rotting?
70%.
Well, that's a random statistic, but it's
crazy,
probably true.
But it's probably pretty high, yeah. I mean, I feel like North Korea, like, it gets a worse, like, if that makes any sense, it gets a worse rap than it actually is. Like, it is terrible, but people still live there and enjoy their lives to the extent that they can, you know? And
that's a weird one, because it's like, do they even know a better society exists? Like, people like that, like, who is to say that they don't or they do?
I feel like, I mean, there are a lot of people have escaped from North Korea. So obviously they know that like there's a better world out there, but I think it's pretty well covered up. Like there is a degree of North Korean pride in that population. So
yeah, and that's just like pure propaganda and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same thing with like Russians too, with like the West.
Yeah, I mean, well, and same thing with China. Like people like to think that China is like the worst place on the planet, when honestly, I would say it has like the same problems that United States has in a lot of ways. Like I would say that it's worse, but you know, it's just like they get the same kind of misinformation about the states of people being, I think, you know
what I've seen in China before? I've seen like individuals get tracked way more than we do.
Mm-hmm.
And like apparently
much less value.
Apparently you're like GPS, like where you go every day, where you are then, where you are doing this. Apparently like it's all logged, like per individual. Like, I
Well,
don't
I
even
mean,
think
so is
we do
mine. That's
that.
what my Google Maps does that for me. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure
But for
the
Chinese
government
people,
has
it's like the
access to that.
government like tracking people. Yeah.
I think it's just more brazen in China. Like, I'm sure we're just as surveyed in the Western countries
Mhm.
as they are in China.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
it's
we
just,
definitely are because of 9/11, but
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
that was like that was the last time I feel like we had good privacy as individuals. And I'm saying that as a person who wasn't even alive during that.
Mhm.
But from what I've gathered, I feel like after 9/11, the government was like, all right, we just can't take chances anymore. We can't we have to like get this before it even like shows up. And so like that's
Yeah.
kind of I feel like that's why people in the government collect so much data on us now.
What did I see? I saw a stat the other day that was the TSA, since its inception, has only foiled something like 6 hijacking attempts.
Yeah, like
Like, only like 6.
dude, I don't
And
even understand how something like 9/11 could happen.
come here,
Like
kitty.
honestly.
I know, that's insane. I
Like
mean, it's a crazy everyone has free will. Like, you could do something to harm millions of people if you wanted to. I feel like it's not that difficult. It's just like to push a human to that point is what the difficult thing to do. Like, to have someone that is so motivated to hurt that many people at the cost of their own life, like, I feel like that's the rarer thing.
you know what I really, really don't get?
What's
I
that?
don't understand the fucking like I know that there's memes about it because there always are. I don't
Mhm.
understand like the conspiracy theorists with 9/11. It's like it's so like not anything conspiratory. It's
Yeah,
so
well,
obviously not.
I mean, but like the basis behind that is people want to blame Bush for doing 9/11 so
Mhm.
that he could go and steal oil from the Middle East. Like, that's like
I've
the
also heard that like we would have had the Iraqi war happen anyway
yeah, I
due
bet
to
that's
like
true.
whatever, you know.
I bet that's true because they just wanted that to happen. I
Dude,
don't
I
know.
don't know.
Maybe I'm
Like
not
who fuck knows,
educated
man?
enough. Someone said I look 40.
I don't look much better. I haven't shaved.
Oh, what the? I mean, I did shave. I shaved yesterday. I shaved my mustache. It looks much nicer now. It used to go like all the
How
way down.
often do you shave?
Well, I have to shave my neck all the time. I shave my neck every couple
Mhm.
of days because I don't want to have a neck beard. But my beard, I only shave it like every like I don't know, 2 months or so.
Yeah, I'm pretty lazy about that. That was one of the things about being 14. Oh my god, it's a car.
Hello.
Dude, what's the
Oh,
model?
she's not happy to be here.
What's the model on that?
What's the model? Oh, it's a Honda Civic '06.
Dude, I have a Camry, but it's in the living room.
Here, let me pull out my Toyota Corolla.
Oh, let's see it. How do you guys not know who Noice is? That kind of looks like my cat.
If they don't have Twitter, they usually don't know who I am.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you believe that? Like, I think I think people like us will forever be niche in that way.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever like my time to like really put in the motivation and the effort to become like a geometry dash figure is
Mhm.
far gone. Like, I just don't have the motivation for that. I feel like I've accomplished like as much as I want to accomplish in this community already. So I just don't have the
Same.
drive. What
I
does
actually
noise
feel
come
the
from most?
same.
It's like a variety of things. Like in like 2016, it was the demon list, and then it was um what was it? A decode day, I guess. And then Omegle night, and then GD today.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot you made that or like,
Yeah, yeah.
popularized it or whatever.
Well, I didn't
We
actually, I stole it.
Who'd you steal it from?
Little known fact is that I stole that idea. And then just because I had a bigger platform and I could promote it more properly.
Who came up with the idea originally?
Oh fuck, dude. That's gonna make me seem like a bad person because I don't even remember. But hey, I'm the Omegle Knight guy now. So
I'm surprised you're not more thought of as like the GD Today guy, but at the same time, I don't think that's
Yeah.
projected on the account, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really like when you go to GD today, you're not thinking about me. So
How the hell did you originally get into the game even?
PewDiePie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was in like I was in like grade 7 and all my friends started playing Geometry Dash because PewDiePie played it. And everyone like got way better than me really fast, but it was the end of summer. It was like the end of the school year. So I spent the entire summer trying to get as good as I could at Geometry Dash so I could compete with them. But then once summer was over and everyone came back to school, nobody cared anymore. So then I was just good at Geometry
Yeah.
Dash and I had like no one to talk with about it. So that's how I got into the community.
Damn. Imagine if PewDiePie never did that. Imagine if he
Yeah.
looked at that on like on Steam and was like, I don't care about that.
Then you guys wouldn't have GD today. You wouldn't have Decode Day. You wouldn't have Omega Night. The Demon List might be owned by different people. Like, I don't know.
The world if Status never played GD. What do you think it would be called? It wouldn't even be called Pointer Crate. It'd probably just be called like thedemonlist.com or something. Or just like I don't
TheDemonList.com, or
know.
maybe it would still be on the forums.
That's what I was thinking. Dude,
Because
remember how different that was?
oh my
Oh
god,
my
and do you
god.
remember
Dude, people today don't know. They
they
don't
don't know.
understand.
Do you remember the April Fool's jokes?
Yes, yeah. Like they
Oh
would
my
just like fuck up the whole thing.
I know. I found like a web archive version of one of those, and dude, it was so cringe. They would just change it to like Blood Lenny. That was like the whole joke. I think Phobos was Pogo Stick, and
I
everyone in the
remember that.
comments ate it up. They thought it was so funny.
Dude, hot take. You know what they need to bring back today?
What's
The
that?
modern demon list? They need to bring back the wall of shame. They need to just do it. I'm
You've done
sick
your
of it
research.
not
Did you
being a
know that
thing
was
anymore.
me? Did you know that was me, the wall of shame?
That you did that?
I implemented that. I was
Oh,
like,
that's
yeah, let's
great.
just put
That's
all the
so
hackers,
good.
let's just put all the fucking hackers on this big list right at the top before you see any of the levels. Let's just put them on the wall of shame, baby.
Who is your favorite on there?
Oh, it's always got to be Auroras, man. Auroras was like my nemesis for a while. Have you ever seen my Auroras exposal video?
I saw when I was researching the questions and stuff for this
Hmm.
episode. I saw the response video. I watched like a little bit of it and I was like, this is the most 2016 shit.
Dude, it was so 20. It might still be the best video I've ever made to this day, though. Like, oh, that beef. I was 15. I was 15. I was getting an internet beef and I was making videos. And I thought that I was like, I don't know, the coolest guy ever for winning that beef.
Isn't it weird that we have so much nostalgia for when like the community was so much less developed and things were less polished and it's like it I think it was better in certain ways.
Mm,
I wonder
that's
like I actually have a question about that.
mm.
If you could go back to like for a minimum like a day of any era of the game, which one would you do? I'm guessing you're going to
Oh,
say 2016, but it's hard to say really.
um, that's really tough. Yeah, probably like 2017 actually, because that was when I was more active in the
Mhm.
community. That was like the era that I was the one of the owners of the Demon List. Oh, Noble Boy was verifying Bloodlust.
I remember that, man.
Trusta wasn't even like a name yet. Like he was just the guy who got some runs on Bloodluster. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Didn't he verify Succub in Hell in 2016 though?
Did he?
I think
Oh my god.
so. I
My
don't know.
perception of that
I
era
think
is so
so.
warped, but
That's where he got like his initial boost from, I'm pretty sure.
oh, I have to change my answer. I'm taking it back to just 2020, honestly. That was
Oh,
such a good
COVID
era.
era?
That was when um that was like during COVID, and that was when I decided I was like, I'm done being like a super extremely niche Geometry Dash figure. I want to go as big as I can go. And so I grinded really hard. I got into GS. That's when I
Yep,
started
I
on
remember that.
Midnight. That's when I became the president. That's when I like edited videos and like was super active in the community. That was the best time for me. That was really fun.
You should talk about like I want to know the fucking process of joining GS through like world travel and representing the community in like a government way.
Oh,
Like, did Viper just DM you one day and was like, dude?
no.
Or
So
was it like gradual?
what happened was I got into GS. I campaigned to get into GS. I
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
that was the precursor to my presidential run. I ran for being a member of GS. And I made like propaganda as to like why they should let me in. I made videos. Um yeah, holy shit. Like I literally got dressed up in a suit in front of a camera and I was like, you need to let me do this. And then, oh, hello. My partner is bringing me my breakfast and lunch for the day.
Oh, here you go.
Oh,
Your
thank
2 p.m.
you.
lunch.
Thank you.
What do we got?
We got breakfast sausage and thank you so much. I love you.
You're welcome. I love you.
We got
First
breakfast
lady.
sausage and we have scrambled eggs and we have a
Oh,
glass
Lord.
of water.
Oh, I have some water here too. I probably should get more.
Yeah, I should have some water too and mix with the twisted teas. I think.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start like I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. We keep getting demonetized for talking about substances.
Wait, really? Okay.
Our last 2 episodes got limited ads because I kept talking about drugs.
That sucks because I could talk about that forever.
Same. I know like the only reason I wish I didn't talk about it as much is because I know a lot of people in the community are really young.
Right.
And that
That's
kind of
true.
feels wrong.
That's true, actually. If this
And
was
we're like adults now, so it feels so
I know.
natural to talk
Like
about.
I'm 23. How you're what? You're
I'm 21.
21. Okay.
Yeah. We're both
Yeah, I know.
adults.
You know what? I will say one thing though. As I got older, it surprised me how common it was for adults just to do drugs. Like it's just
Caffeine.
ridiculously normal.
Caffeine, dude.
No, like harder drugs, like harder than
Well,
like
yeah, that too.
marijuana, you know.
Caffeine's the funniest one to me because I've had friends in high school who would be on the bus like opening up a caffeinated soda or something, just being like, "Dude, I need the caffeine."
No,
And
literally.
it never like I never saw it as like being like, "Holy shit!" Like this is just this is no different than like
I
taking
know.
other things that I won't say because I don't want to get limited
Right.
ads.
I had a moment the other day when I was driving to my parents' house and I was drinking like a soda
Mhm.
and I felt the caffeine hit me and I was like, "Oh my god, this is a drug."
It's a stimulant, dude.
It
It's
is.
crazy.
Like, okay, little known fact about me is that I grew up in a really Christian family and I actually went on a mission trip once. I went to the Solomon Islands and like gave Bibles away for 2 months in like a third world country. But we'll get to that later. But what I wanted to say about that is I literally like sugar is a drug and I went through sugar and caffeine withdrawal at
Oh
the
my
same
god.
time and it was one of the worst experiences of my life. Like I was in this like jungle tribe and the people of the tribe were literally like presenting my group with like a dance to honor us. And the only thing I could think of for an hour straight was how badly I wanted to be eating taco salad at that moment.
Have you ever gotten like such an insane come down from caffeine that like your vision is like enhanced? Have you gotten that before?
Enhanced vision. No.
I mean, like if you have a vision deficiency like I do,
Mm,
like I'm nearsighted, like barely, but one time I was on a caffeine come down and I
mhm.
could just see fine from afar without my glasses.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually
Apparently
ridiculously
it has to do with like the sugars or something within
huh.
your eye or something, like changing shape, something like that. I don't know exactly. Somebody way smarter than me will know why and probably say it in the
I wonder if
comments,
they
but
could like develop like a pill that you could take instead of like wearing glasses then. You know what I mean? Like a sugar pill. A
yeah, I mean, people get LASIK surgery.
People get oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess that's more the future of enhancing vision.
I know that. Do you know Whistling Diesel?
Yes, I do.
He made a video like just talking shit about LASIK because he had a really unlucky surgery, and he based his information off of a guy who was criticizing the surgery 30 years ago. Like when it was way more underdeveloped and when there was only one version of the surgery that was passed to be
that sucks when people
operable.
with like that big of a platform make miseducated takes like that.
Yeah,
and
it's
like that probably single-handedly prevented like 1,000 people from getting LASIK surgery.
like, I think with people need to understand with every surgery, there's going to be like a low risk or a high risk. Like no surgery, like no surgery has a absolutely 100% rate of people who have been through it fine.
Right. Any
human
medical
error is just unavoidable
yeah.
there.
Well, not only like
don't get.
Human error, just the fact that every human is different and their body is different. Like you can't account for everything like that.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I wouldn't get LASIK right now in my life, but I do have glasses.
You're just like kind of nearsighted, right?
Yeah, I'm nearsighted and like it's really not that bad. Okay. Like I can drive, it's just like the world is just very mundane, if you know what I mean. Like it's just like a little blurry.
Really? Mundane, yeah. Like, oh, I thought you meant like colorblind a little bit.
Mundane as in like, bloomy a little bit, like just not sharp. But then I put my glasses on and like everything is all intricate, you can read shit.
You can see.
I don't know if you have glasses or anything, if you could relate, but
I have literally completely perfect vision.
Oh, that's good. You have blue light glasses at least? Those are nice.
No, I just put the filter on my screens.
Yeah, that works the same way.
Like I just changed the setting or whatever.
I know you can get screen protectors that do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it just has a blue light filter on it. I don't actually have one on my phone. I should probably do that.
I like having it set on my phone because the way that it works on my phone is that when I'm like outside and it's really bright, it turns the filter off so I can see better.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty useful.
Do new iPhones have OLED displays? Or are they still using... Oh, they do? That's so nice. I know the Vision Pro does.
Oh, I don't know where my phone is. That's funny. Oh,
yeah, let me call you with the number I don't have. Because like that's redacted info. You can't get a president's number.
iPhone 15, baby.
You like it?
That would be more of a flex when I actually got it because I got it on launch.
You like it? I know there was some flack when it came out.
I do really like it. It's my first time using an Apple phone, actually. I've always been an Android boy.
Oh, Android, nice. I actually am the opposite. I'm thinking about just switching off iPhone.
Really? What are your reasons?
I feel like there are more accessible, specific things that I could do easier on Android, like swapping files and shit is really annoying on iPhone, at least in my opinion, because like
that's true.
I'm stubborn and I don't want to download iTunes because you can never fucking get it off your computer. And I feel like on an Android, I mean, it's probably wrong, but I feel like on an Android, you can just plug it in and drag. I feel like it would be easier.
It is easier. It's like plugging a USB in almost, except way slower.
I actually do plug my phone in and drag anyway because I found out how. But it is just kind of tedious, and I don't want to put iTunes on my computer, and that sort of thing.
I mean, that's true. Like, still to this day, Apple is the worst if you're using your phone like commercially, like if you're trying to use it for business related stuff or whatever. But I don't really use my phone for anything other than like Twitter and checking sports and texting people.
Oh God, dude, have you been addicted to Twitter like I have before?
I've been addicted to Twitter since 2016.
My fuck.
That was one of the things I'm gonna move my camera again. I'm not satisfied with the angles ever.
Can we do like 10 different angles the whole time?
Yeah, I'll just keep switching it.
Yeah, switch it like every 10 minutes. Like 15 minutes.
What was I saying? Right.
I think about
it's not funny. That was one of the things I went through withdrawal when I was in the Solomon Islands was Twitter.
Have you ever like tried to kick it before?
No.
Honestly, it can be tough, but from my experiences, it's actually not as bad as you would think, at least for me.
Good.
Yeah, like there would be days where I just wanted there would be like time periods, especially last year, where I
Mhm.
wanted to be more productive because let's be honest, almost everybody uses Twitter and it's just such a fucking waste of time, dude. Like we don't
Yeah.
need to see like a random we don't need to see
I
like
know.
it just doesn't like but that's where the people are, you know?
I mean,
It's
that's what
like this it's this battle.
I used to argue that I need Twitter in my life because of the Geometry Dash community and how I'm like participating in it and how I need to like maintain my appearances here. But like I don't even really post on Twitter anymore.
I
So
don't either.
now I'm just a user.
Yeah, just I feel like everyone else who just has an account just
Yeah,
doesn't post anything.
exactly.
You know the image of that guy like sitting up on the top of this like sill watching everybody on the ground and it says like people who have Twitter but don't post. That's
Yeah,
literally
wait,
us
I'm
now.
pretty sure I've seen that. Okay, wait. How many likes do you have on Twitter? Do you think you have
Oh
more than
man.
me?
Well, the thing is I've had so many fucking accounts because
Oh,
like
okay.
because I've ran gimmicks and you know I've
Right.
helped people with stuff.
Like how many likes you have is the true
Let's
measure of
see.
like how addicted you are.
Let's
Like
see.
I've used this account since I started and I have
I'm
140,000
gonna base
likes.
it off my old account that I like actually didn't have a life on.
Okay.
238,000 likes.
What the
And
fuck?
I quit that account like 4 years ago.
Oh my god.
I was so fucking addicted, dude.
Okay, maybe I feel better about myself now.
I was so addicted that there was a point where I was so addicted to it that I would reach the rate limit on Twitter on my phone. And I
Well,
couldn't like
that was
anything
like
else.
pre Elon
This is
rate limit.
2019 when the app was literally perfect in my opinion.
True, that was when it was the best.
I think the UI was as perfect as you could possibly get it back then. And then Elon was like, "I'm gonna make an X and it's gonna be cool." And it's just
The beginning of the downfall was pre Elon. It was when
Mhm.
when they added NFT profile pictures. Ever since then, Twitter has been
Yeah.
getting worse.
I think the absolute worst thing is the attempt of rebrand. That
Oh
by
yeah, what
far I
the hell?
feel like killed it financially and like well, I mean, you're not killed it. You're never gonna kill Twitter,
Yeah,
but
true.
like it
So
just
much of
kind of
a
I think it killed like its market value or whatever.
I mean, to like even like I've seen on TV if they're talking about Twitter, they'll say X, formerly known
Oh,
as Twitter.
dude.
Like
Just say
nobody ever
Twitter.
just says X.
Everyone knows what it is.
Exactly.
There's
I say
people
Twitter without even thinking about it.
yeah, there's like YouTube channels, you know, like Wired and like GQ and whatever.
Yeah.
They'll still put Twitter in their title. Like electrical engineer answers questions from Twitter.
Right.
And they just like refuse. I love it.
Reacting to your tweets.
Yeah, they still do it.
What are they supposed to be called now? A
I think it's
post?
just X. Oh no,
An X?
a post, yeah. They've gone away from calling it tweets, which
That's
you
true.
know made it unique, but
I
you know
know.
whatever. Make it just like every other social media now.
Oh, to make it worse is what he's doing.
Yeah, and apparently people also call them Zeets. Like they just combined Twitter, like they combined tweet with X.
Dude, that's the most fucking like Twitter blue thing I've ever heard.
Dude, have you ever been scrolling like Mr. Beast? Like you'll see him on your timeline, and all the replies are just from like verified people who just want to be like him, and he's just like, dude, this is so cool on X. I can't wait for your next post on X. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
like get a fucking job, like please. I'm
Oh
sorry,
my
but like that's just like the
God.
most dick riding shit, in my opinion.
I know. And
Like,
it's crazy
please
because
just
they're dick riding Elon in his replies. Like they're not even really dick riding Mr. Beast.
I think those people want jobs, to tell you the truth. I think those people just want to be paid by somebody that can even get close to him.
Dude, I feel like I almost got a job working for Mr. Beast. Like kind of.
Oh, really?
There was one time that he put out a tweet saying, reply to this tweet with why I should hire you. I'm looking for an assistant who has a love for the game and wants to learn how YouTube works inside and out. And I responded saying like, Hey, Mr. Beast, I'm Noice, and I have built a following literally just by being myself. And I would love to fill this position for you. And the GD community boosted up to like 3,000 likes. It was like the third most liked reply to his post. So he definitely saw it.
Oh, wow.
But I remember that night I went to the fucking club and I was checking my phone every 3 minutes, like waiting for the Mr. Beast reply.
Was this before X?
Yeah, this was before X. This was just like this was like a year and a half ago, I'd say.
I think when accounts messaged you back then, or like, you know, responded to you, I think you would get a notification anyway. Because I'm pretty sure verified accounts like bypassed it, but
oh really?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
That might be wrong, but
gotten to respond. Well, there's no like from back in the day verified. I don't.
Yeah, or OG verified.
Oh, except for I think I got retweeted by Keemstar once, and I got retweeted by Anthony Fantano once. And
I think I remember the Fantano one.
Yeah, because I made that Minecraft rap song.
Yes.
Listen to that?
Yep.
And I
reacted
submitted
to it.
To
he
his,
was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I submitted it to his like listening to your music thing, and he saw it. And in the video, he's like, Minecraft rap? Oh, not listening to that. And then he scrolls.
Yeah, didn't he like watch it for like 2 seconds and was like,
no, he didn't even click on it. He just saw the tweet reply that I sent, and then that's it.
That's kind of equivalent to like in 2016, I was in a paused level request stream and I sent one of my levels and he literally opened it and then instantly fucking deleted it.
Like he didn't even
play it. He didn't even play it.
What the hell?
He opened it and the second he saw it, he just immediately like deleted it.
Like he saw the level, or did he like see your name or something?
No, he played the level and it faded into the level, and then when he saw it, like before the icon even moved, he exited.
Oh my
dude, I had never felt more sad in that moment.
Dude, that's so annoying, actually. That reminds me of that RobTop clip of him on stream, and he opens the level, starts playing it, and then like there's like a Vocaloid singing, and he's like, nope, and he exits out of the video. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, man. Dude, imagine if he was like a dick, like a total dick. Imagine how like funny that would be.
RobTop should have a super.
People just tweeted him like, please raid Tidal Wave. He just says like, shut the fuck.
Oh, for real.
Like he just what if one day he just snaps? And he's like, I'm so fucking, I can't do this because you're so fucking annoying. Dude, I think he should. Somebody tell RobTop, come on, we know it's building up in there. You got to just snap. I know.
I'm waiting for the RobTop Twitter rant.
The fucking rant.
This to happen so bad.
It just turns into like, who's that one really popular YouTuber who was like a dead channel now and just would rant all the time? Yeah. Well, imagine if I don't think he'd ever fall off as hard as he did, but
yeah,
could you imagine he just starts going schizo?
To this day, if you go to 2Mad's Twitter, he's still tweeting shit like, you can't cancel 2Mad. I'm coming back. Don't worry about it.
He tweets like so much.
He tweets so much.
I swear he tweets 1,000 times a day.
Get like four likes these days. It's crazy.
Yeah,
my roommate met 2Mad because he used to live in the same city as me before like he got all of his money.
That's funny. I know he drives a Tesla. Do you remember the clip where he was like acting like a straight up child and he was like kicking his windshield until it broke? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen.
He's literally just going, ah! It's so hard to watch, dude.
Have you seen the one where he's biking on an e-bike down a street and then he almost gets hit by a car and then he gets off his e-bike, gets in that person's car and drives it away?
What?
It's real.
Dude, he's not mentally well. I feel bad for him in that regard.
No, he's not.
I don't. Who knows if he actually like is trying to seek help? Like, I wonder if he's relapsed already.
Yeah.
Like whatever he's on, right?
Oh, true. I guess he probably would be on like drugs or something. But yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I hate saying that. Like, whenever someone's acting weird, that's like the blanket. Like, just he's on drugs. But it's probably
That's
true.
true. Yeah, but it's probably true. Like, you know, when someone has like money, you can kind of figure that they have
a bunch of
access to
hookers
like
and cocaine, you know, yeah.
stuff that you can get addicted to.
Yeah, there's some pretty industry standard ones, you know.
Yeah. That one's a classic.
We could go down that all day. I don't know if we should though.
I mean, if you're fine with this video getting
Oh,
demonetized.
I don't care.
Okay.
It's more entertaining to like
It is.
ignore the monetization rules a little bit.
It is.
This is like not related to what you're talking about, but how did you get the idea for GD today? Were you just like, there's no GD news anything, I'm gonna get it on this, or were you just like
kind of what it was? Yeah. So I was like just thinking for years. I've like always been involved in GD news in some capacity. Like back in the day on the GD forums, I used to run a daily news thread for like 2 years. I did this. I would literally post my subscription box onto the GD forums because I subscribe to every GD related channel.
Oh, I do too.
And I would send shit to C so that he could put it in G News. And I edited his intro. Like I was actually pretty involved in G News to a degree. And so I've always thought about GD News a lot. And I think it was like Vortrox was getting really popular. And I was thinking like, it's so annoying that people who are interested in GD News have to wait 2 to 3 weeks for an episode to figure out what happened in the community.
Yeah.
And so I figured there has to be a way for short form GD News content to be posted in like a manner that is easily digestible and immediately available. And I was like, well, Twitter. I'll just make news posts on Twitter. And that's how GD Today started. Was I just saw that there was like a need for that kind of content, and so I was like, I'll fill it.
You want to know something cool?
What's that?
There was a period in time where I thought about making competition to it, just to have 2, just for the hell of it. And you know what it was going to be called?
What was it going to be called?
It was going to be called the Dasher.
The Dasher.
Yeah, and that's where I got the name for this.
That sounds like a. Are you going for like a newspaper name kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of. Like, I don't know. I can't think of
the Daily
examples.
Dash.
The GD Times.
The GD Times.
I don't know. It's hard to make like a good name with that kind of stuff, honestly.
No, that's true. That's true.
Like for the podcast, for example, I think I picked a pretty good name because I've seen way worse. Like combining elements of it just kind of like made it clunky. I know there was one called the Dashcast, and that one just doesn't sound good to me.
I used to have a podcast with Omega, actually, like we were talking about at the beginning. Oh, yeah. Fuck, what's it called? Let me see. It's still on my YouTube. It's private now, but I had like guests. I had SuperX, N-Level, and Auroras were the 3 guests that we had on our podcast.
Dude, I want to do N-Level next week.
Oh, dude, do it. He's so cool. And
dude, I want to get transparency on like a bunch of things that I've only heard about. Like, you know how the Demon List at one point they didn't want to explain why they were allowing N-Level to cheat, so they just let him cheat for a while. Like that, Arctic Lights, Hyperparacosm. Yeah, I would love to like hear it from him directly.
Oh yeah, dude, that's so
that'd be really cool.
I don't know if we ever communicated with him that we knew that he was hacking, but yeah, that was such an interesting time. Like, I actually wrote my grade 12 like final provincial English exam on that situation.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote
That's cool.
I like changed it to be like a sports association found out that one of their athletes was taking this drug that was undetectable, and they had to like figure out what they were going to do. Like, were they going to expose him and let everybody find out about this method, or were they just going to let him keep doing it? And I wrote my final English essay on that, and I got 100%. It's like maybe the best academic achievement, because I didn't go to college or nothing. That was like the best.
I'm not in college myself.
I know. I'm a blue collar worker now. So.
Dude, are you a wage cuck?
Yeah, but I make good money, and all I gotta sacrifice is body for it. So
What do you do?
I make concrete walls.
Oh wow. Like the ones you see in school?
Yeah, I guess so. Like if you ever see a concrete wall that you can tell that there's like a rectangular shape and they're all like connected.
Yeah, it's
to
cinder
each
blocks,
other.
right?
Well, it's not cinder blocks. It's all one block of concrete, but the rectangles you're seeing is the imprint that the form left on the concrete when you poured it.
Oh, you guys just do that to make it a pattern.
Right. So mostly
Okay.
what I'm doing is I'm actually just building the form, which is like where you pour the concrete into to make it the shape that you want it. Like that's really what my job is.
Dude, there was a very long time where I didn't realize that modern concrete has like wireframe in it.
Yeah, rebar, baby.
Yeah, rebar, yeah.
That's my
what were we
favorite
talking
part,
about?
rebar.
I was gonna bring something up. Shit.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Imagine if the end level thing happened today with like space. Imagine if like there was a whole like situation where they just let him cheat because like they were trying to like weather the storm that was coming or something. About like knowing that would be the biggest like scandal ever, but they just don't know what the fuck to do in that moment.
I know it. Like the whole thing unfolded so publicly. Like they had like a suspicion that he was hacking, and then they posted about it kind of like the next day. Oh, RobTop video.
Yeah.
Should we watch it? Is there a way for us to put that on the stream?
We could.
Let's do it. It premieres in 1 minute.
Let's see. Wait. I gotta like move shit. I have like so many windows open. Dude, I got podcast pilled. I hate to admit it.
Yeah, dude, it's fun. It's fun doing shit like this.
Let me see. That's a lot of fucking people.
How many people are here?
A lot of people in there.
It just says 21K for me.
Yeah, same.
How much did we get to for the? Didn't it hit 1 million for like the last
the 2.2 thing?
preview?
I think so. I can't remember. I'm down to watch it like on stream because like why not?
Word, yeah, it's gonna premiere in like a minute or so.
I'm not gonna. There it goes. Dude, you could use the speed thing and put it onto 2 so you can get like ahead.
No way. Playback
and
speed.
it'll catch up.
But it doesn't premiere until.
Actually, you can just skip the timer if you just play back the speed, I think.
No way.
Yeah.
Playback
okay. I'm on 12 seconds now. Yeah, I get this shit early.
Does it go to the video early?
I don't know. We're about to find. Oh wait, there's no desktop audio. Let me fix that. You're gonna hear double of noise, but I don't care.
Oh, that's fine. Wait, it is on the video.
Yeah, I already know about this, but
yeah,
might as well watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that the whole thing?
I guess so.
Oh, it's just gonna be. Fuck, I don't want to get copyrighted. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, true. Just mute it. Okay, we're getting Camela. Is that how you pronounce that? Camela's song.
Imagine if he did that just for that. He did that just for that.
That's it.
That's so RobTop. That is so RobTop.
Well, that's what I'm
RobTop thing to do.
I kind of like that. He's just communicating with us that much about even little changes. Like it's so stark.
Yeah,
contrast.
2018 us would be fucking jealous.
Dude, I know because he would go like a year and a half without ever talking to us.
Every person from that time I've talked to pretty much agrees with me on this. But aside from things like Bloodlust, do you agree that 2018 was kind of like the dark era? Like just fucking nothing was happening. Like stuff was happening, but it also just felt like it was dead.
That was like before, for whatever reason, the community revival started. And it was just like the hype for 2.1 was completely gone. Everyone was like getting depressed about 2.2 never coming out. Yeah. And like, I feel like if you check a chart of Steam users, it must be lower than ever back in like 2018.
Oh, it has to be. Imagine if Novel Blade didn't verify Bloodlust in 2018. I wonder, like, I wonder just how much more dead it could have been.
No, literally. I wonder. It's so interesting that like big verifications have carried the game that much.
Yeah, I think Crimson Planet was 2018 too. Right?
Yeah, but that one was little. Like I feel like that one never really did any waves for like the greater community.
Does it annoy you when levels like Crimson Planet get the treatment of it would have been top 1 when rated, but Rob decided to wait like 2 years and then was like,
that
"Oh,
annoys
okay,
me.
I'll rate it."
You know what? It doesn't annoy me that Rob didn't rate them. What annoys me is that the demon list to this day still does not add unrated levels.
Right.
Why? I've always pushed for that. Always. And I made a tweet about it a few months ago, and actually Paco, she responded to it and said that they're like thinking about it, which is like,
oh really?
So hype for me.
I don't know if they would ever do that. They also call themselves the official list, which is like,
yeah, Werewin is pissed about that.
Did you see the fucking speaking of 2 people who use Twitter too much, you see the shit with Kulak and then Cherry Team remaking Tidal Wave?
Yeah, well,
and Pop-Off might verify it.
I didn't see the shit about Kaluk. I don't know what you're talking about there, but I'm excited that Cherry Team might remake it. Like maybe it'll get rated. Maybe. I hope.
If it still didn't get rated, that would shock the hell out of me. Like it really would.
I know. Then it would feel like there's like some bias from like RobTop or something against the level for whatever. Like I wish he would.
I still think there is for reasons I can't get into, but
yeah,
I still think there absolutely is.
I mean, it's obvious that he knows about it at this point. Like, there's no way he doesn't, especially with how involved he's been with the community lately.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, we should just do what we did with, what was it, Crimson Planet that we had that whole campaign about? What level was that?
Wait, no. Are you talking about? Fuck, I know this.
Yeah.
You're talking about. Hold on. It was Balingu Vortex, right? That was a level that got campaigned. I mean, I don't think that's what you're referring to, but that's another level that got campaigned really hard, and then they rated it finally.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking at the demon list right now.
I don't remember. I actually don't. Unless you're talking about Slaughterhouse, Arcturus.
No, that one got rated right away, didn't it?
I think Firework did when it came out just because of the timing with
I know what it is. It was Thinking Space.
Oh, yeah.
And people would make like videos of them in real life holding up paper saying like rate.
Dude, those levels could literally never fucking get rated now.
No, definitely not.
It's kind of a shame.
I don't know. It's like do you remember when 2.2 came out and RobTop was just rating everything?
Yeah.
We need that, but permanently. That's my permanent take on the rating system is that anything that is playable should be rated.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like when you think about it, you get stars. It's all based off of like what you're doing in game. So why does the decoration really matter?
I should tweet right now and say we need Levolution 2 and have all the fucking quotes be from like what's his name? Sirius and Werewin just being like, I don't agree with that.
Sirius, or what's his new name? Oh, I can't remember.
Aladoxa or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Whatever their handle is, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Levolution was bad? Do you think it was like a fun thing? I thought it was like, yeah.
I don't think it was bad. I think that the outrage against it was unwarranted. Like I don't know why so many people got so mad about that.
I think people just get way too upset about shit like this.
Mm.
And like myself included when it comes to like the rating system. You remember the mod system for extremes?
No.
Do you remember? Okay, so the mod team used to have a system for extreme demons specifically to where they would go through them and then all of the mods collectively would decide if a level would pass through it or not.
Right.
And that was a major factor for a very long time about why levels like Slaughterhouse and Arcturus didn't get rated. But when 2.2 came out, they completely abolished it.
Okay. Did they replace it with something? Like it's just how it used
I'm not
to
sure.
be?
I
Like,
just
it's
know they
just
abolished that
RobTop.
specifically.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, and the only reason Slaughterhouse, Arcturus, and Firework got rated was because I think it was Blitzer DM'd RobTop and said, "You know what would be funny?" And he was like, "That would be pretty funny." And that alone is funny, but I think the fact that it had to get to that point for him to even rate it makes me sad.
Can you just DM RobTop?
No,
Like,
you
are his
can't.
DMs open? Like, if I just went and DM'd him right
I think
now.
he only adds like musicians and mods. And like very, very few YouTubers or something. Like
Right.
8-Bit Ryan or something. I don't know.
Right.
I know there are some people who have him added from like begging, and some like very rarely he'll just be like, yeah, sure, fuck it, why not?
Like Boy
Have
the
them,
Clone type begging.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god, do you remember all that shit?
Dude,
with
he's
Boy
an
the
example
Clone?
of that working though, because he actually got mod
He
and
got
got his
mod,
levels rated still.
his levels rated. Anything he posted would get rated for a long time.
And he had
That
a
was
deal with RobTop about like, I'll rate the next thing you post, and then he fucking posted buff this.
yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Dude, I've never seen somebody get almost everything they wanted through just straight begging. It's actually kind of cool.
I
It's kind of
know.
cool.
It is kind of cool. It is. It is.
And he hacked Catabath and he was like, I won't do it again. And then I think he hacked it a second time and was like,
RobTop didn't give a shit.
yeah, and then he was like, okay, I won't do it again. And then I think he finally beat it legit. And his reaction just like, like
And
it's just funny.
that level got rated, didn't it?
I think Catabath is rated, yeah. I think it's featured. But to be fair, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Dude, I played it recently and oh my god, it sucks. It's so bad.
It's not rated.
Is it not? Maybe it's after Catabath. I don't know. It's one of them.
I don't know.
Maybe it
Catabath.
was rated. I don't know.
Boy the Cone 7 years ago. I'm sorry I hacked this. Sad face.
Dude, we need to bring back the old confession videos where it was like just like Pusob text on a black background with like a generic song.
Like the Andromeda confession video.
Yeah. Nobody does that anymore. People
No,
either just make a tweet about it and just fuck off,
Oh,
or they
it's all
just make a
face
video
banned
just
now.
being, or they
It's all
just make a
spitball.
video like with speed hacked blurred gameplay and just being like, yeah, so I hacked it. It's just so like, I don't know. Where was the character?
We don't get hacking confessions anymore. We just get pedophile confessions. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's way worse.
Mhm.
Dude, people say this all the time, but but they're right. I miss when the biggest scandal was Quasar being like, get wrecked, serve.
Yeah, right?
And now
Oh,
it's like literal convicted pedophiles. It's awful.
I know. It's ridiculous. And I'm sure like, am I imagining this? Did I make this up in my head? Didn't Triaxis come out as a pedophile?
Yes.
Okay. That was
So what happened was, as far as I remember, they made a video. Basically, I don't think they ever acted on it. What they did was they made a video pretty much admitting that they had an inherent attraction to like kids and that they were just going to immediately seek help and like stop it.
right.
And that's what they did, I think.
Okay. That's good. I just thought that I made it up because I've never ever heard
That video
any-
is like no wait, the video is archived. I have it saved somewhere.
Okay.
The video that's not archived for reasons I could understand is that there was a video of them like cutting themselves like
Right.
over a sink.
I remember
Yeah.
that. So many people were like bullying Triaxis back in the day.
Back in the Skype days. Oh, I
Yeah.
missed that. Remember no Discord? Holy fuck.
Oh, Skype.
Holy
man.
shit. That's when the
Oh.
community was niche. That's when you had to
What?
like know where the people were.
You did, yeah. You had to seek it out. Like
You had to like know. You had to be on the forums. You had to be on
Yeah.
Skype.
the forums
Yeah.
was the introduction to that shit. You couldn't. There was no other way to get
So much
involved.
easier. Well, I mean, it is an objectively like worse way to find people, but man, it was just like fun.
I
Like
know.
now it's
I
just
miss
like
the
join
forum.
GDS and everyone's there.
Yeah, that's true.
Good
And
luck
GDS
talking
is
in
like
there though.
over 1 million people now.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
I talked to Paz about this when he was on, about like if he ever had any like stressful experiences running it, and he said like not really.
Really?
Yeah, that surprised me a lot. Like he
Yeah.
said that the biggest thing was I think it was when like Quicken was making a drama about the server or something, and I was like, really? Damn,
Huh.
seriously? Like what? I guess he just puts a lot of trust into the staff and the mods,
Right. And I know
which makes sense.
he has a really good staff team running that server. Like it is
Oh yeah,
very
I feel like if he didn't, he'd be so stressed.
yeah. Yeah. Staff
Do you
teams
ever
are
get
hard to build and maintain, man. They are.
do you ever get like stressed out hella with GD today? You ever
Yes.
had ooh,
Yes.
ooh.
Absolutely. Because I'm not as good at pause as at running a staff team and like not getting into controversies and shit. Because GD today, like at the end
Oh
of the
yeah.
day, it has been probably 10 to 12 times. I'll just be drunk off my ass. I'll see a submission. I'll be like, oh, that looks cool. I'll post it. 45 minutes later, I'm puking on the toilet. I pull my phone out. All the replies to the tweet are like, this is just complete misinformation. This is completely incorrect. And I'm like, oh, God damn it.
That's the worst.
It happens like way more often than I'd like to admit. And honestly, it's a reason why like I want to step back from the account is because like I'm just like I'm not good at like venting that kind of stuff. Like I'm so ADHD. I just I don't know. I don't have like the meticulous like care that's needed to run something like that. And so frequently I've had people like my friends on Discord will DM me and be like okay, we have this problem with the account. Like there have been people who are upset about what you posted and we need you to take it down and we need you to get better at running the account, basically kind of shit. So I don't know. I mean, it's like it is really stressful for someone
Yeah.
like me who just isn't like naturally gifted at, you know, being obsessed with the details. It really is running that kind of account is more complicated than it seems on the surface.
Dude, having a bunch of people yelling at you is so goddamn stressful.
Oh god, and especially like I'm such like a people pleaser. Like it just like really gets to me when people are upset with me. So yeah, it is really stressful.
I've grown heavily since like, back in the day when
Mhm.
people like Krazen would like, fuck with me because he knew I would just say the same thing over and over and satisfy them. Before I like learned that like it's really not that bad. And two, like if you just don't satisfy them, they'll just be like, huh, this isn't working, and just go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's
Man,
true.
yeah. Like I help people run like non-GD gimmick accounts that are like fairly large.
Oh really? What
Yeah,
like
I've helped
Reddit?
before.
Like have you helped with good Reddit?
I know the people that run that play GD, but no.
Mm,
They
okay.
they are also very dedicated. It's
They are.
I run an account with a friend. I'll just say it because like it's not really a secret. I kind of stepped back a couple days ago, but I help a friend run an account called Content Sludge.
Content Sludge. I
It's
think
not that popular, but like for an account that hasn't been around that long, it's fairly popular. Like it'll, averages like thousands of likes, nearing 20K,
pretty good.
whatever.
That already
And
sounds like you probably have more
for a
followers than
long, I posted
me today.
for the last couple of months, I posted probably 90% of the videos on there. But
Word.
recently, like I just there are times where I want to just stop using Twitter because I feel like it has this effect on my life where like I'm
Right.
wasting so much time on it, and I feel like it's not really rewarding enough. Like it's fun to it's fun to post like funny videos and run a gimmick account and stuff. But there are times where I feel like I could be doing something more productive with my time.
I get that. Me
Yeah.
of all people, of course I get that. Like I'm like when I'm really into GD today, I'm taking like 8 bathroom breaks a day at work just to go and post shit like
Yeah.
in the middle of my shift. I mean, because that's the best time to do it, honestly, because then I go on my next bathroom break and I get to see how many likes it got, and I get that little boost of serotonin.
Dude, that shit just does not do anything for me anymore.
Really, not at
I
all.
always feel like such a looking back at it now, I always felt it did feel rewarding because like that's kind of like, the Twitter machine. Looking
Yeah.
back at it now, like I just don't care. Like I've gotten tweets before on accounts that have gotten like 30,000 likes.
Yeah,
Like it just I don't know. Like it's just for that, the way I view it as like a well, what's next kind of thing. Like I don't
keep,
even
like,
view it as goals. It's just I don't know. It doesn't really do much for me anymore.
that's why like that whole project that GD today did. Do you remember? Did you ever
Yeah,
see
yeah.
our
You're talking about the top levels.
the top 100 levels list?
That was cool.
That might be like my favorite project I've ever actually completed in the GD community. Like
Yeah.
that actually it took a lot more work than you would think it did because we had to reach out to like 500 different people and keep track of like if they responded, if they're going to respond.
Oh, that
And then
sounds
once they all
really
filled out the
stressful.
survey, yeah, it was very stressful. Then we had to like pick people to write the write-ups, and we had to bully like 100 people into writing mini essays for free. So it took about 4 months to complete that project, actually.
Would you do it
And
again?
sorry?
Would you do it again?
Would I do it again? Yes.
With like players or something? I mean that's not as fun, but because like everyone would just be like zoink.
It's like it. We did the first idea we had is kind of like the best idea we could have had. So
Mhm.
it's harder to get motivated to do another project like that. But I would love to. Like GD today, I've kind of like grown tired of just like the posting the news type stuff. Like that stuff is pretty easy to do. I would love to like get more into like writing and making articles and shit, but Twitter just isn't the best platform for that, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really write articles. I write scripts for videos and stuff, but
Oh, word.
that's the extent of my writing that I do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's still writing,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The fucking unused content videos is barely my writing anyway, and I'm like very open about it, but
Right.
everything else is like as original as it gets.
Mm. Oh man, I feel like I haven't watched much of your content recently, but I remember when you first got into like making Geometry Dash content, like your shit was so good. GMD
Yeah.
Blue. Yeah.
I feel like I've always taken such heavy inspiration from other people. Like Summoning Salt was the main like dude, I've actually talked to him. He's really cool.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I was talking to him about cuz Home is most of the songs that he uses are by Home.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people pretending to be companies will claim his music on YouTube and try to make money from it. And so
That's so
when it first happened to me, I didn't really know how to approach it. And so I just like I was just emailing him.
right.
And he just told me like, oh, just put it in escrow, like submit a
Mhm.
counterclaim, and they just won't like they literally just will not acknowledge it, and you'll just get the money that's in escrow. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
I had to talk to the first time it was kind of stressful because that was a really good month at the time. And if I didn't know what to do, I probably would have lost over $1,500. And this was before I started making non-GD stuff. And so
Right.
I was talking to Home as well, like just being like, what the fuck do I do?
So like,
Home is really cool about it too, though.
dude, I didn't realize that like your YouTube channel has been like a that major of a source of income for you. Like that's actually really impressive.
It's a very major source of income.
Hell yeah.
You wouldn't maybe you would think it if you like know like enough about making YouTube videos and
Right.
understanding watch time and CPS and
Oh no, I
but
don't understand
no,
shit like
yeah,
that.
like it's
I could talk to you forever about like Twitter statistics and how to make a
oh my
tweet
God,
go
yeah.
big. Like, but YouTube, I have no clue, no idea.
It's hard. Like there's a clear like spectrum of how to get people invested. There's like just making random videos that no one really cares about. And then on the other side, it's like Mr. Beast style, like trying to squeeze every single thing out of every aspect of analytics themselves.
Yeah.
And not to like bag on Mr. Beast, but I think that now his videos feel more like watching TV than YouTube. Just because of
Yeah,
like the like hella overstimulating, like, what's up guys? Today I did it. It's just so like overbearing.
no, it is. It's
I can't
like
watch it.
he's become like just like a game show host these days.
No hate towards him because like he literally like figured it out, dude.
He did.
He would stay up all night. He would stay up until like 6 a.m, like just reverse engineering the algorithm pretty much. Like just doing everything, like making a bunch of thumbnails and bunch of titles, seeing what works and what doesn't. Like in like literally like reverse engineering engagement itself. It's crazy.
Dude, and now he's got like his whole company. Like he has so many people working for him. Like
Yeah.
it's just like it's grown so huge, and he probably will be the first YouTube billionaire.
He will be. No question. He's gonna pass T-Series too. Probably already did.
Did he?
I don't know. He probably did. Dude, imagine, you remember Mr. Beast before pre-adpocalypse?
Pre-adpocalypse. You mean like when he would post like videos of him counting to 1 million or whatever?
Yeah, pre-adpocalypse YouTube in general was insane. I know we're both old enough to remember that.
Yeah, I do.
Dude, oh my god, I miss it. I miss it so much.
I don't know.
I miss it so much.
Dude, I wonder. I don't know why I just thought of this. I wonder if the apocalypse never happened, if I would have been shoved down the alt-right pipeline, like all the way through. Because I would like back in the day, I was all on those like watching like Ben Shapiro owns feminist videos. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, those blue-haired feminists are getting owned, baby.
Dude, I watched those when they came out too.
Dude, like my politics are so different from that now. And I wonder like if it's the adpocalypse that did it for me. The liberalification of YouTube.
I wonder if PewDiePie never made that video that started that. I wonder how different the landscape would be.
What was that video again?
Do you remember he was making a Fiverr video? And he put in the text box like "gas all Jews" or something.
Dude, yeah, and he got
and
like
he didn't expect them to actually do it, and then they did, and he was so fucking shocked by it.
Yeah,
and he's just still uploaded it. Now look, this is controversial, but I don't think he's a Nazi for that.
No, I don't think.
I don't think he's a Nazi. A lot of people on Twitter, which like let's be honest, that's not even a real place.
No,
a lot of people on Twitter think he's like just a straight up neo-Nazi.
I know,
like,
that's crazy.
For that and like other shit apparently that, honestly I haven't researched myself, so
Right.
Still, I don't think he's a fucking Nazi.
Yeah. I mean, it's so easy to just like call someone something like as like a word like that. Like
this sounds bad, but at the same time, the same people sitting there calling him a Nazi, they have no fucking idea what YouTube was like back then. They have no fucking idea.
No idea.
Do they even know do they even know who Joji is? Like, seriously. Has anyone actually watched any videos from any YouTuber in like 2014?
Have these Tyler the Creator fans listened to Goblin? Have they heard the type of shit he was saying back then?
The type of shit all of us said is so bad, so awful. Could not repeat it here. There's some like words and stuff that I do repeat privately, but like nothing cancelable.
Right. Yeah.
It's just things that are like relatively scolded after. That are like people are like, whoa.
I know. Yeah, it's just so like that's like such a scary thing. Is if you get like relevant enough on the internet landscape, there are people who are actively just hunting for a reason to like cancel you and get rid of you.
Yeah, mob mentality is scary.
It is.
Actually, I think it's scary if you let it affect you.
I feel like its effectiveness has worn off recently. Like there are so many people who have been canceled, like who just are still around. Like I don't know if it does much anymore. Like Dave Chappelle, Andrew Tate, like all those guys still have audiences, and like
the thing is like you can't cancel someone who doesn't care. Like that's the thing.
True. That's true.
I get if somebody doesn't know better, I think it's very easy to see Andrew Tate saying some awful shit, just being like, holy fuck, how does this guy have a platform? But then the thing is, like, he wouldn't be saying that if people wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah,
that is
true.
how he made his image.
Right. Yeah, because he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't even believe most of the shit he says. Like he just does it because
There's no way he does.
That's what he's built his career off of at this point.
Yeah, it's also why Schlatt is still around.
Right. Yeah, Schlatt.
People have tried to cancel him so many times, and he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like, he just doesn't give a fuck. Like, it's a good mentality to get into. Like you have to think, like, what are these people mad about, and does it affect your life?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For every situation I've been in, it doesn't.
Do you mind if I run to the washroom real quick? I'll be like 30 seconds.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay,
we can run a fake ad read for like GD shards or something. Maybe this could give me a time to stretch. I've been leaning forward for a while. Guys, should we prank Noice? Should we prank Noice? I think we should. For anybody wondering, this video is sponsored by Moons. Use code DasherPodcast1 to get 20% off on all Moons to use in the item shop. Or is it just the shop? I don't know. I'm thinking about Fortnite. Well, what prank would we pull if we did anything to him? Yeah, the vault. Use code INSWISH. Here, wait, all right, let me get my announcer voice. Here we go. Use code INSWISH to get 20% off in the vault. Again, code INSWISH to get 20% off your purchase at the vault. Is that even still up? I'm actually going to talk to Noice about that when he gets back. You know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if it is illegal to say that you're sponsored by a company when you're not. I really wonder. It probably is.
Okay. Noice is back.
You back?
I'm back. Thank you.
Dude, somebody brought up something really interesting that I forgot about. Remember the vault?
The vault.
It was like a merch store that was started by, I think it was Spark. There's a bunch of different Sparks, but if you know the Spark, then you know them. But you know what he started doing? They started selling like t-shirts and hoodies with like GD end screen logos on them. And one of them was like the Ouroboros end screen, and Viperin got mad at it, and so they like removed it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, they're making money off of
that work, they also they were selling merch with like the Artificial Ascent logo and stuff.
Really?
And like digital descent. It was really cool. But Viperin like got really mad at that and asked them to take it down, which I think they did. And then I think Viperin just sold it himself.
No way. Really?
I think.
Like just the same same merch.
Yeah, same exact design, which is, I mean, you know, it wasn't theirs.
I mean, it's his, I guess, yeah.
I think if a GD end screen's cool enough, like I'd wear it. I'd probably wear an Ouroboros end screen, like just the text.
I mean, you know, cool. It's not immediately obvious that it's Geometry Dash.
I actually don't have any GD related clothing. That might be hard to believe.
I have the Limbo shirt, and I have this one merch that I made once just as a joke. What was it?
What was it? Noice looks like Andrew Garfield.
Dude, I get that all the time. I get that all the time. I've literally gotten that for years. For years.
Dude, people tell me I sound like Badger from Breaking Bad. I get that probably 10 times a day on YouTube.
I never thought of that, but it's true. You kind of do.
He's kind of like he's more high pitched though. He's
Mm-hmm.
he's kind of like
He is.
this a
He
little
is.
bit.
You have like such a cool voice. I love your voice. I've always thought that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude, that I think people get a little too invested in that to
your
be
voice?
honest. Like people saying like it sounds like chicken scratch, like okay.
What the hell?
Dude,
People
sometimes I get comments, they're funny and it's free engagement, so I don't mind, but sometimes I get comments that's like, dude, you need vocal cord surgery. What the fuck? And like there will be replies that are like, do you think they're pre-op or post-op?
What?
And there's people that think I'm trans because like they
No
they
way.
literally can't tell apparently. It's so funny.
That's crazy, actually. You know,
And
I
I
used
just
to
roll
work
with
at
it
a
because it's free
daycare.
engagement.
I used to work at a daycare, and there was a kid at that daycare who sounded exactly like you.
I mean, it probably
Like
was me.
he was like 8. Same voice though.
Yeah, in 2010. Yeah, I was there.
Word.
Dude, oh, I wouldn't say the daycare I go to because I don't want to get doxxed, but dude, I went to daycare. That shit was tight.
I never went, but I worked at one.
Actually, what am I fucking talking about? I hated it. I'm just lying. I just remember the YouTube videos I made with my iPod.
At daycare?
I was like 10.
We didn't let the kids go.
Basically,
we let them they would each have 10-minute turns on the computer to play either Minecraft or Geometry Dash every day.
I mean, by daycare, I actually mean like there was a nursery area in like the gym that my mom went to.
Oh, okay.
And since I was like too young to like, you can't like stand outside of the gym and be like 10 years old. It's kind of like weird. So they would just send me there and just whatever,
Right. That's interesting. I don't know if
Yeah.
gyms like still do that. I know they have that at.
I know
like,
they have them.
Yeah, they have like a kids area where you can just dump your kid.
I fucking love IKEA.
Oh, I fucking love IKEA. I still go to IKEA every once in a while, like just for fun.
Oh wow, really? What's your favorite GD meetup that you've been to? Because I know you've been around the world. Is there one that is just your absolute favorite?
Yes. Though I went to Brazil to go to a music festival with Tehran. That was fucking amazing. That was so fun. Ooh.
I've heard that Argentinian soccer games are just crazy.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
It's like no women, no children. Like because of certain rules or something.
I wonder. I don't know. It wasn't like that at the music festival I was at. It was like very indie. Like Charlie XCX was like one of the headliners. Bjork. So it was like it was a lot of men and women. There weren't. I think it was 18 plus, so there were no children. Yeah, I went there with Tehran. We stayed like in the like one of the nicest areas in Sao Paulo, and we stayed in like this 5-star hotel, and it cost like $30 American a night. Like it was
That's crazy.
So fucking cheap. It was insane.
Dude, I'm gonna go move to Brazil. Actually, that's a bad idea.
Yeah. That is a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I was in Atlanta at the airport on a layover on my way to Brazil.
Dude, we should meet up. I am fairly close to Atlanta.
Oh, okay. I'm
probably shouldn't say that, in a podcast.
I'm actually going there later this year.
For what?
For another GD meetup, actually.
Who's going?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it because it's kind of like a private server. But,
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to like a meetup in like near Atlanta kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like maybe I could stop by and say hello. Like I'm going like
you should. I live fairly close. You can just come to my house. I don't care.
Yeah, bro. Maybe you could give me. I need to get a ride from Atlanta to the meetup spot.
Let me tell you where I am.
Oh,
do you know where this is?
What? Yeah, I know where that is.
Dude,
it's that's where another GD figure lives.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Tell me who you're talking about, and I'll tell you if you're right.
Oh, I can't remember which one. Here.
Oh, there's multiple?
Maybe there's multiple. Oh. Okay. Imagine there's a secret GD content house, dude. I used to think that you remember the gang?
Yeah.
I used to think that they were gonna get a house.
They should have. They honestly should have. There's no other group of GD people that would have been able to do something like that than them.
That's true, because they all had like their content, whatever, their YouTube revenue coming in, and they all lived in America. So
well, except for Golden.
Except for Golden, yeah. That would have gone
I forgot
hard.
where
Yeah.
Gizro was from. I know Tech was New York, Nepesto was Pennsylvania. I don't remember where the fuck Gizro was from. I don't know. Not gonna dox him or anything. I don't know though.
Yeah. Wait, someone said in the chat, didn't you meet Valentine once? I did, because Valentine lives in my province. She's actually one of the only GD players who lives in my province. So,
what province?
Manitoba, if you've ever even heard of it.
I know like Saskatchewan, Alberta.
You know Saskatchewan, and you don't know Manitoba.
I have a friend in the middle of Alberta, like straight middle of nowhere, dude.
Oh no way! I was actually born there. I used to live on a Bible camp for my first 3 years of life. I lived on a Bible camp in Alberta.
Dude, I feel like there's places in Canada where you can just kill somebody and get away with it because it's like that discreet up north. I feel like.
Oh yeah. Like near where Valentine lives.
Like imagine just being born like near the Hudson Bay or something. There's just like no one there, right?
North of the Hudson Bay.
Yeah, like that's
like in,
no
like in
one.
Nunavut. Yeah, there's nobody there.
I know a lot of people live in what's the province that's north of Maine? What the fuck is it called?
Nova Scotia, New Brunswick.
Yeah, I think it's Nova Scotia.
I think it's
Nova Scotia is pretty cool. Dude, I get Nova Scotia wrong every time on GeoGuessr.
Why? What do you think it's like?
Because it looks a lot like the US to me. I don't know. Even though like I feel like it doesn't, but like I'm just bad.
It's more like Iceland to me.
I haven't played it in a long time.
I
gotta ask for Found My Balls login again, dude. I gotta log back into it because he has premium.
We should duo or not duo. We should duel on GeoGuessr.
Dude, I'll do it.
I used to be so fucking good at that game.
I made a private server and invited some people so that we could just play and get like really good at it. I think like Localizer was in there.
Why wasn't I in that?
Oh, because like it died. Because I was doing so much shit at the time where I was kind of in over my head and realized like I don't think I have time for this right now.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to put it on the back burner.
When I was into GeoGuessr, there was so much time because it was in the middle of like the worst COVID lockdown in my province's history.
Yeah.
Like that was like the winter of 2021. And I think it was like 6 straight months where you weren't allowed to see your friends. Like
That's
legally.
So fucked.
The like COVID restrictions in Canada were a different level from like whatever you guys had in America. Like you guys didn't have fucking anything.
Yeah, people would just take a bunch of toilet paper. I don't know if that was a worldly thing. Probably just America knowing the people that live here.
You guys had your lockdown for like a month or 2, and that's it.
I feel like it was longer than that. I didn't really go outside much. Dude, it's funny. We have an event. We have a major event in our lifetimes now that is only relatable, not only relatable to our generation, but I feel like is the most, like it impacted us the most, I feel like, when it comes to experience.
Oh, that's true. We have like our World War II.
Time of our lives, dude. I was graduating high school and then boom, all of it's online.
Yeah.
Virtual graduation. Like it's damn, dude.
Yeah, that's rough. I graduated in 2019 and I remember thinking like, oh man, I wish I graduated a year later because 2020 is so much cooler to say.
About that.
Thank God I didn't.
Dude, it's kind of weird to think about. I don't want to compare the two, but you know how like there's a very distinct difference between like pre and post 9/11 society?
Yeah, I wonder if
there's like a very fine line between that and COVID too. Like I feel like it was so different.
I don't know. Like what would you say is different? between
I feel like
pre-COVID and
I feel like just I don't know. It's like so heavily based on my experience of like being around people that makes me feel like it was so different.
I think like genuinely I know at least my social skills plummeted over COVID. Like I'm just like not the same person I used to be. And I'm sure it's the
Yeah.
same for a large percentage of the population.
Dude, that time period where like school just got canceled, like anyone who was in school for COVID can relate to when it was like beginning of March.
Right.
This is right before it really started to hit the fan. This is when we were all just like we didn't know what was happening and we were just kind of excited to get like 2 weeks off school.
Mhm. Dude, it was for me it was worse.
Yeah.
I was in Bible school when COVID hit. Like I like I was on a mission trip in the Solomon Islands and we started getting like texts from the people who are in charge of us and they were like, "Hey, so there's like this virus thing that's hitting the world and like, places are shutting down and we don't know if it's a problem yet, but we'll keep you updated." And I was like, "Okay." So I didn't even really know what COVID was until one day we got a phone call and people were like, "Yeah, so the United States is actually shutting their borders and you guys all need to come home right now." And so I was like in this third world country sitting on a fucking like outhouse and someone knocks on the door and says, "Hey, we need to leave. Like our flight is tomorrow." And so we get on a plane and we go back to like Australia, which is where my Bible school was. And all of a sudden, like I'm getting kicked out of this school that I was in, the Bible school, and I have to fly home like 2 months early and like get into like this quarantine where I'm not allowed to like even see anybody that I haven't like, I had so many friends back home that I hadn't seen in months that I wasn't allowed to go and say hello to because of, COVID lockdown. Oh, that was such a like a ridiculous period in my life. Like COVID really fucked with everything.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm the exact opposite. I got so lucky. I
No way.
was fucking failing algebra, like borderline failing algebra. And let's preface this: I'm not the most mathematically. I'm not the most mathematically smart person. I'm tired. I didn't get enough sleep. So I failed algebra in high school. I think it was like or junior year. I failed algebra 2 because like I'm just a fucking idiot. I guess I don't know. Math is just not something that comes to me naturally. And so I had to redo it like after school. And it got to a point where I just started to just full on cheat everything. Because there was like a duplicate website. I think I was using like It's Learning, I think. And there was like a duplicate like sheet of all of the answers on every like course for it. And
like
so I
if you
just found
Googled,
that
like the title of
I Googled it on the computer. And they didn't care. They did not care. I don't know how they didn't care. I don't know how the person that was in there didn't realize that I was suddenly just flying through the courses. I don't know how he didn't get suspicious of that. He never questioned it. I think he did care about my education, but I think to a degree he was just kind of in there to be like, yeah, you just gotta, just so I was doing the work. And it just got to a point where one day I was just like, all right, I'm done. And I didn't even say anything. I just left and I never had to go back.
Dude, I had a similar thing. When I was in this Photoshop class or something, and the work was so ridiculous. Like they would give you a PDF and it would give you the exact instructions, like press this button, press this button, press this button, press this button. And it was like 20 pages long, and it was just so tedious and annoying, and didn't teach you anything at all. And we had to do it for 3 months straight, and there were like 40 different assignments of that. And so one day, I'm like 20 assignments behind. I go and I'm on the school network. I'm trying every person in my class's username followed by the default password, which is 12345, in case anyone hadn't changed theirs yet. I found someone who hadn't changed their password yet, copied every single one of their assignments, submitted it as mine before he even could.
Oh, bro.
So that way, if he got caught, it was like he was the one plagiarizing me.
Oh, that's so fucked.
I don't think either of us ever got caught for that, but
That's
That
insane.
was like the worst I ever cheated.
Dude, you're
in
gonna
high
get canceled.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my like high school diploma revoked now. Because
I can see it now. Like, thread of horrible things at GMDNoice has done a thread, and then like 1 out of like 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I literally just pictured in my head. That's how like predictable that crap is. I was getting at this a second ago, but the after school shit that I was doing, that was in 2019. When 2020 hit, I was in like I think I was taking algebra. No, I think I was taking pre-calc or something. I don't remember. Honestly. But then when it went online, like at home, it just got to a point where I just started fucking cheating, dude. I just did not care anymore. I was up until my sophomore year, no, up until my junior year in high school, I never cheated on anything.
Right.
I was so like in favor of like just trying to do it myself.
Studious person, yeah.
Yeah, like, but then it got to a point where it's like, this doesn't, I'm fucking, like, I don't care. Like, I just, whatever, right? I think everyone has had that realization, no matter what it is, where it's just like, oh, okay, whatever. Right? Yeah. And so I just started hard cheating in math until like I was just done with the work until it was summer 2020, right? And I was like, yeah, woo, summer, dude. And that by that point I was graduated, but like it felt like it didn't matter because like no one can do anything.
Yeah, so you're just like
I'm graduated and I'm graduated and I'm just stuck at home. Like all my friends are stuck at home, so everybody's online.
Yeah, that was a
fun time. Playing Roblox all day and just playing Minecraft. I'm like, yeah. We didn't do. I don't think either of us did shit, dude.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I got really into Drake over lockdown.
Embarrassing. Yeah.
Embarrassing. I need a Max win.
I need a Max win.
That's my boy. Did you see?
He'd be proud of you. Dude, he accidentally showed his meat on Instagram. That was a big thing.
On Instagram?
You know about that?
I know about that.
Dude, he showed his dick on accident. It was a big thing. And you know how he confirmed it? He made like an extra story post, and it was a black screen, and there was text that said like, I wasn't hiding my dick from the world. I was hiding my dick was hiding the world from it.
Dude, just like
and then signed Poppy.
Yeah. I thought that was a fake screenshot. There's no way he actually fucking.
There was a video.
No. I know that's real.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I just mean the Instagram story you were just talking about.
I think it's real. I'm guessing it's real. That's definitely something he would do. Like, dude, rich, successful, has big dick, like, and is cool about it, and isn't like a total douchebag.
Not
like,
fair.
Dude, yeah, people are like, come on, like, life's not fair. Like, you look at an OnlyFans girl making $200,000 a month, and you just come back from like your day job, just being like, fuck, like, where did it go wrong?
My
like, no one would care if I put my dick and balls on OnlyFans.
Me feel better about it. Like, it's a prosthetic. I'm sure it's a prosthetic. I'm like,
dude, the OnlyFans shit is crazy.
Yeah.
So many people make so much money from that.
Oh man, I know. It's ridiculous. Like, they're like fucking millionaires because of it.
That I actually have days, very rarely, but I will have days where I'm scrolling on Twitter and I'll see like just, a fucking A-list model. Just promoting OnlyFans. And I know she's making like minimum $30,000 a month. And I'm just thinking like, fuck my life, man. Like, I'm actually just thinking like, I need to kill myself. You ever see those videos of like on Twitter of like a happy relationship and somebody quotes it and it's just like, dude, I need to kill myself. I need to kill myself. It's so funny, bro. It's so hilarious. I don't care what people say. That shit's funny as well.
No, it's funny. It's fucking funny. You're right.
Oh my god, dude. So it's so true though. Thing is though, like, not to make it about me, but I'm not really ready to commit to a relationship anyway. So.
Oh, word. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, you're 21. Like, this is your time to like fuck around and kind of like just find out what is for you, even because not even like there are lots of people out there who just never will be ready for that and just like never need it.
Yeah. It is a whole thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm ready enough for life.
Yeah. Yeah.
That fucking fear mongering in high school and middle school. Remember that? High school is gonna be nothing like middle school. It's gonna be so much different. You get into high school and it's better.
Dude, high school was so fun when I finally got into it. Like in
Yeah.
middle school, I was like struggling with those multiplication tables. And then you get to high school and you realize that you don't actually have to do shit in high school, especially because I knew from the beginning that I didn't want to go to college. So high school to me, I just fucked around the whole time. Like,
Oh, I bet we both have
so
ridiculous
easy,
stories. I've told mine on here. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, like that. That's the funny thing. I don't understand the fear mongering.
Mhm,
Like even
mhm.
if it's intentional or not, like teachers just being like, "Oh, you better fucking prepare for high school," you know? Like this is
Um,
gonna be this whole big thing, and it's like so much I mean, maybe they were just saying that because it is different in the sense that it's better, but that did not give me a good impression when I heard
yeah,
it. I
yeah,
know
no.
there's definitely like a middle schooler listening to this, probably. I would hope not, honestly, but probably
They're like getting
being
hope that
like
high school is
thinking
gonna
that,
be here. Yeah.
like probably hearing that from teachers. And like when
True.
they get in, I guarantee like it's gonna be chill.
Yeah, it is. It just is like, and you're starting to be treated like more of an adult with more respect,
Mhm.
and like it just becomes like, and college, from what I've heard, is the same. Like it gets so much easier. Like it's not as strict. Like you can, it's teachers don't give a shit if you pass or fail, so it's up to you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's harder in that way, but
My fucking teachers in high school had that ideology. It was really great actually. My
yeah,
engineering teacher and my financial literacy teacher are some of the best teachers I've ever had in school. And they had the philosophy of like I'm gonna like warn you a couple times, but by that point, like if you fail, you fail.
right,
Like
right,
sorry.
yeah,
And honestly, that kind of makes you think like shit, maybe I need to like kick it into high gear. Because there would
yeah.
be times in engineering where I just wouldn't care. I would sit in the corner, log into two computers, use the other one as a second monitor for YouTube, and play BeamNG Drive because I
Yeah.
had a flash drive that I would put pirated games on to play on the school computer. That's how addicted I was to not doing work. It's
Oh,
so
dude.
funny.
At my high
And the
school,
fucking like i5 could barely run it.
we would find like websites where you could pirate like Minecraft, but it would be like you would pirate like a 1.4 Minecraft server or a 1.4 Minecraft client, and then there would be like one server that is still open for 1.4 clients, and we would just go and like play like Sky Wars, except it's like the most stripped down version of Sky Wars imaginable, and you would like I remember teaching all my classmates Alt Tab so that as soon as the teacher walks around to this side of the room, you Alt Tab back to your work.
Oh
Oh,
man,
dude, those were the days. Those are the oh
those
man,
were the days.
I kind of do miss being
Dude,
a
I used to
kid.
play GD on the school computers. I pirated GD on the flash drive too. And the
Oh, dude,
servers still worked back then.
dude, I wish back like my school computers were so shit that they couldn't even run like Stereo Madness at 15 frames. So like I did bring GD on a flash drive too, but I just couldn't deal with that. And so
Mine could run it.
I would be talking my shit. I would be like, dude, I'm the best GD player that this school has ever seen. And then I would pull up and I wouldn't even be able to beat decode in front of anybody. So nobody like nobody was impressed.
Dude, we had 75 hertz monitors. Like they were box monitors.
Oh, like CRTs?
No, like they were just like a square display. They were just 4x3, but they were like flat. I think
Oh,
they
okay.
were like HP or something.
Right, right.
But they were 75 hertz. And I had Magosti's noclip.exe as well in my
Yeah.
every kid got like a cloud drive of like a gigabyte or 500 megs or something. So I
Mm.
had like my work, GD, noclip, and that was it. And like maybe like a couple memes. Because that's back then when they were dank, you know what I mean?
Right, dank memes. You
Dank
want to see this
memes,
meme
dude.
that's on my
We were
USB drive,
confirming
buddy?
the Illuminati, dude.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
dude, there's gonna be people listening that have no fucking clue what that means.
Oh.
If you know, you know. But yeah, dude, I would just no clip like no clip a Thanatos in Bloodbath and Cataclysm.
Yeah.
And I would
Um,
sometimes I would actually just hard click in class. Just would not care. I would just be like, I would be very like conscious of it. Like sometimes I would like semi hard click. I would like look around to see if anyone's like, you're being annoying. And if not, I would just keep doing it. Dude, those were the days.
Those were the days
Oh
for
man.
sure.
You ever got detention for something like that? Because I have.
No, I never like really. Oh, I do have a story, but it's not like that related. But I did get suspended once because you know the song Mo Bamba
I think
by
so.
Chef West?
I think so.
Like
Yeah.
fuck, shit, bitch. That one. Oh, it
Mhm.
was like big in high school in like 2018. Anyways, we did a school talent show, my school, every year. And we me and three of my friends, we submitted like to the audition. We were like, we're gonna do this song, and we played them the instrumental. And we were like, yeah, we're just gonna get up on stage and like dance along to it. And my teacher was like, okay, that's fine. And when we get up on stage, we gave them the clean version of the song. It's just like a rap song. It has a bunch of like swears and shit.
Yeah.
And it was like huge at the time. And everyone in the audience started singing along. Like they started singing like the swear words out loud. And like my principal fucking booked it from her seat to the soundboard to pull the aux cord out of my phone. And we all got suspended. It's on my YouTube channel. It has like 80K views.
Is it actually? I'm looking at that.
Yeah. It's up. It's
That's
there.
so funny.
Dude, it was hilarious. And like people were like running by the office the next day for our suspension and like saying like free the boys.
Dude, what the fuck? I just looked up Noice GD and somebody else comes up and has your name and is in GD. What?
What?
There's a second Noice.
Noice GD.
What the hell is
Who is
this?
What?
Dude, I don't know who that is.
Highly underused block. What? Hey, give me
I
my
found
name
it.
back.
Dude, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Just to pull the plug. Dude, you know somebody commented on one of my videos recently and their name was GD Blue. And they commented and they said, hey man, do you mind removing the GMD out of your name? Like, you don't make GD content anymore and like people are confusing me with you, thanks.
What?
Dude, I was like, bro, I have really bad news for you. Like hella bad news.
Okay. That's so funny. And naming yourself after like a primary color and getting upset when someone else already has that name.
Oh yeah, like what? It's like naming myself Colon and being like, hey, can you like go away? Like, can you change your name to like Cologne, please? People already make that joke
Colin
every day.
Posted a GD video in like 4 months, and you're like, hey, like, can you just change your name and you know get?
Yeah,
rid of
he
me?
literally said that. And I commented on one of his videos way before that because I saw it in my recommended. He was like trying to beat Rust.
Uh-huh.
And he uploaded like a progress video and I commented and I said, good luck me. I think he was just like, dude, oh my God. So dude, that was like a whole funny thing.
Every time I go to like a Twitch stream and I'm just, you know, talking in the stream, if the streamer ever says, oh my God, is that the real GMDNoice? Are you real? Every single time I'll be like, no, bro. I'm just a fake GMDNoice. I'm a fan account.
I do that so much. Well, actually, I don't say I'm fake, but like I get recognized almost every time I go to a GD stream. It's insane.
I know.
I'm so surprised that it still happens.
I know. For me too.
Yeah, like I don't feel like I do anything really much except for this. So like the fact that people still
another GD Blue. Didn't there used to be another one?
Yeah, there was iBlue, I think.
Right, iBlue. Oh, okay. That's
and I feel like I kind of ruined that for him. But like he doesn't care.
Is he gone? Did he change his name or something?
I think I've talked to him like once.
Mm.
I remember. I think he's Spanish. I can't remember.
Oh, no way. He was. I can't remember what he did. Wasn't he a creator?
Fuck, I'm not gonna find him. I think he was a challenge player.
Oh, okay.
I actually do not remember. I know his name was iBlue. I don't know if he's listening, hit me up. I guess.
Yeah, let's settle our qualms privately.
Dude, I used to have a group chat with a bunch of other people named Blue.
Mm.
And it was kind of like the Josh thing, the Josh meme, but it was like Blue.
Oh, that's funny.
But it died pretty quick because like no one knew each other.
Right. Like
So
it
it
was
was
just like people named Blue, like not just from GD, just like around different communities.
Yeah. It was when I was addicted to Twitter.
Oh,
And I would
okay.
just talk to people on there.
I wonder how
I
many people are
barely
named
knew.
Noice on Twitter. I bet I could do that.
I don't think a lot of people have that name.
I know, it's kind of like
I do wonder though, like if it wasn't for Michael Rosen, like I wonder what your secondary would have been.
Yeah. What would I have called myself? I don't know. Probably just
Was
my
Noice
name.
just one of those things where it was just like I don't know, like that's just.
Well, it was back in the day, like I used to like see I used to watch Drama Alert a lot, like
Oh
Keemstar.
yeah.
And I would see all these comments on Drama Alert that were getting like tens of thousands of likes, and I was like, man, I want to get tens of thousands of likes. I want to be an online celebrity getting that many likes on a YouTube comment. And I would see people would make their avatar like a meme or something, like, oh shit, here come that boy.
Oh God,
You remember
stop.
that one?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, let me pick a meme. I can make it my profile, and then I'll just comment some like weird copy pasta about Keemstar. And it worked. And I got like so much, like I was so pumped in school one day because my comment got 3,000 likes. And I don't know, that was like the height of my internet fame at the time. And so I don't know, I just stuck with it.
Yeah. That's how most people get their names. Like I know Diamond got his name from his name was he just liked diamonds. And his old name used to be like the Pizza Diamond or something because he also liked pizza.
Right.
Like that's just like it's a funny
Diamond.
thing.
There's actually so many like relevant GD players who have been named Diamond. Like that.
Yeah, Diamond Splash, Diamond.
Diamond, the Diamond on Fire.
I don't know. Diamonds are pretty common, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Minecraft, baby. People like diamond armor.
I can't think about what my most liked YouTube comment is. If I had to guess, I would say that it is on Riot's Bloodbath video. This was nearing the height of my popularity when I was making GD content.
Mm-hmm.
It was when like, documentaries were like my shit.
Right.
And I commented on it and I said like, I never thought I would see this video, but here we are. Just like, on the comeback of that video. It was when his channel got reinstated.
Oh, okay.
And like everyone was re-commenting on it.
Right.
And I just did the same thing too. And it got like, I think it got like 2,500 likes or something. I don't know. I don't really focus on it that much because like YouTube comments, like unless you're like 12 and you don't really have if you don't really have an experienced conception of, attention online, then YouTube comments don't really mean much.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. And I've learned the hard way that Twitter doesn't mean that much either.
Dude, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
No, even though I have 15,000 followers, most of the people on your channel are not going to know who I am. So
yeah, like it's just the niche is so strong. It's crazy. Oh, you know what's so funny?
What's that?
I wrote this down for a question. I'm still gonna ask it because it's actually so fucking funny.
Okay.
So do you remember when you exposed Deflo?
Yes, sir.
I was looking at the comments. Remember the comment he made just trying to defend himself?
I remember him making a comment. I don't
remember. He edited it recently. Maybe in like the last year. And he edited it and he was like, yeah, guys, this is hacked lol. I don't even know why I tried to defend myself. LMAO, this is so funny.
Wait,
and I was like, what?
Wait, what? I didn't even know that.
Dude, he was like, yeah, edit. Yeah, he was like 2023 edit. Yeah, guys, this is so funny. This is hilarious that I even tried to defend this. Lol. I should have just owned it. Dude, it's so funny. I was like, what the fuck? When I read that, it was so funny.
Edit 5 years later. Yeah, I hacked. And honestly, it's hilarious. I even tried to fight this. GMDNoice. You exposed me proper and you did it in the best way possible. I both laugh and cringe every time I'm reminded of this.
Dude, I hope Deathflow sees this.
Dude, that's so funny. Oh, dude.
I think he replied. I think he edited his comment as well. Like, or I mean, I think he edited his replies to that too. Where I think you replied and then he replied with something else and he was like, edit. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
oh,
that's so funny. Actually, so funny.
Thank you so much for bringing that to my attention because I did not know. That's hilarious. That's, oh my God.
Yeah,
that's such a blast from the past. Like, do you remember his like extreme wave videos that were just so
yeah, they got so many views. They got like 100K back in the day, I think, right?
I know that. That was huge for GD back then. That was like some of the biggest content on the
platform. That was back then when if you had like 1,000 subs, like you were just established.
Oh yeah, 1,000 subs was crazy back then.
That was like how
you're a superstar.
Yeah, back when like 10K plus, like you were top 1%. Like this was before like you could milk baby garbage and get like 100,000 from basically nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, you should tell me about your part in Zodiac. Don't you have like the last click? Oh no! You have the part where if you die, it says Noice says hi.
Right. So me and Xander, we're still really good friends. But back when he was like hacking, he was me and him were really close. And I got him to put Noice says hi if you die on the last click. And actually, in his new sequel, Spectre, he wanted to add when you died on the last click, he wanted to add Noice says bye. But then he said that was too cringe, so we're not adding that, unfortunately.
You should just do Noice says hi a second time.
Oh wait, I specifically remember why we did it. It was because I was in a call with him, and I was like, dude, you just need to add a secret way in Zodiac where if you take it, you just have to beat decode. And then you return to the rest of the level. And he was like, well, I can't add that many objects, but I'll add a little Noice Easter egg instead. And so that's why it says Noice says hi in Zodiac.
Maybe nowadays you could do that. With the capabilities of 2.2, you know, even though the game fucking crashes when you put star positions in levels over 200K. But well, for levels like every end it does. But like that's kind of a special case because that's a really big level.
Right.
We have a theory about like we think it has to do with moving objects, or I mean Graham, because he's verifying it.
Word. Every end. Wait, what level is that?
It's the Minecraft layout one.
Oh,
where it's like the it's like just 1.0 style.
Right. Oh, dude, I love that level. That's such a good looking level.
It is a very good level.
I don't know. I was getting confused with the Xylonox level for some reason. The end.
That's a good level too.
That's a good level. Yeah.
Dude, he banged out a GD. So much respect for him.
Dude, he did. He kind of accomplished everything that you can accomplish in the game. He even beat the pedophile accusations.
Those were not even true either.
I know, but he beat them. That's what I mean. Like, he cleared GD 100% because he beat the pedophile accusations.
Do you remember the context of that?
No, I don't.
He was in like a roleplay chat room, like an 18+. And somebody just lied about their age. It was that simple.
Oh, okay.
In hindsight, I feel like Xylonox could have prevented it, but at the same time, like if you're entering 18+ territory,
right,
you kind of need to like. I don't think it's held as Xylonox's responsibility in that way. It might have been on Discord. I don't know. It was like it. All I know is that it was role playing and someone lied about their age.
Ah, okay. So yeah,
which I think that might open people up that have role played in the past to like kind of distance themselves from that, because like that's
role play is kind of sketchy online when you just don't know the person.
Yeah, I don't understand like there are a lot of people who online are so addicted to porn and so addicted
Yeah.
to that kind of shit that they just
And,
role
like,
play with
publicly
so
too,
many
and they,
people.
like, they make, like, profiles where they're posting about it all day, I don't get that, that's
I just
crazy.
don't get that.
I know.
I wish people could be happy just finding something they liked and did it instead of like relying on like ERP and porn.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's yeah.
I don't know, like, I've never really understood, like, e-dating, but that's just me. Like, I know a lot of people, get a lot out of it, and there are so many successful e-relationships,
It
but
can work.
there's also, like, such a culture of, like, e-relationships that are just so, like, funny to me. Like, it seems so surface level. It seems so, like, 14-year-olds. But I guess it's kind of like the same even in high school. Like, a relationship in high school is not gonna be real.
Yeah, it's kind of like just testing the waters, just being like, girls, like my body's changing, like
Right.
people are changing.
Mhm.
Dude, I had falling outs with people in high school because they quote changed, and I could never understand why that even happens. I don't know if you've had experience with that. Like, people will be so different in middle school, and then they will quote change, and then just
Mhm.
be like fucking assholes. Like, I don't get it, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I just don't know, like, because it never happened to me. I don't get
Mhm.
it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've just always been 100% real certified.
I know there's people listening to this that are going through that right now,
Mhm.
and I can't tell you why the fuck people do that. No idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I'm not one to get into gossip, but like every time something like that happens in GD, dude, it is spicy. I'm like so invested.
I know. I'm a drama monger for sure. I love me some.
I would talk about the one recent one, but we won't.
Oh yeah, we don't need
But
to get into that.
dude, I was so invested in that. You have no idea.
I actually, fun fact is I took a day off work.
just to be
Yes.
like on the computer, just like looking up
Yes.
shit, looking in servers, looking at
I
tweets,
actually did.
looking at info.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'd love to talk about that, but we won't. It's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe another day.
Mm-hmm.
You should tell me this. Well, I mean, you should just answer it if you can, because you've done a lot of events in the community.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, you already answered this earlier. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of dumb. The question was, which one is your absolute favorite? And I think it's going to be the top 50 levels.
Yeah. Yeah. That, I don't know. I mean, I like Decode Day. I like Omegle Night, but those were annoying because it's something I have to do. Like with Omegle Night, it was like once a month I would have to do it. And
Oh
I'm
yeah, that
like,
got shut down.
like I have a lot going on in real life, like with work and, just socially. And so it's hard to like make room to host an Omegle Night once a month. And like so many people love that thing. And like I just wish someone else would bring Omegle Night back so that people don't keep DMing me about it.
Carry the torch.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hear
Yeah,
something really interesting?
sure.
I hope this isn't wrong, but it very well could be, and C can correct me on it at some point if he wants in DMs. But a couple of years ago in 2018, C gave me permission to continue G News, but I didn't do it because
No
that
way.
is like a very heavy thing. And I felt like there's no way I could do it justice. I felt like, and I felt like if I was going to do it, it would have to be done in a way that just I wouldn't be able to do.
G News. I don't know. I mean,
Imagine me continuing that now. No one would care.
no. Now, like we've got Vortrox. He runs the YouTube news game, and then there's GD Today on Twitter, which runs just like the Twitter
There
news
is a
game.
YouTube channel. There's a Daily Dose of GD YouTube channel. It seems to do pretty well.
Oh.
It averages like 100,000 views. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, I know. And is that the Daily 2.2 news channel?
No, it's a different channel. It's called Daily Dose of Geometry Dash. It's just like a GD version of Daily Dose of Internet. They get a lot of fucking views, dude.
I've never heard of this.
They get I don't know. I think they have like 30K or something.
Interesting. Huh. I wonder.
That's what I imagine a GD Today channel would do. But like that's just a lot of commitment.
We tried that. And then I'm just not like consistent enough to get that stuff done. But one of them got 3,000 views. The first one.
It's not bad. The podcast clips get decent views. I noticed that they get more when like Zoink is in the title, but
just put Zoink
like
in the title of all my clips, please.
GD today's Zoink opens up about hacking accusations. Yeah. Dude, it's funny. I'm getting so podcast pilled that I can like see future clip titles. Like there's one that I really want to do at some point. I want Shuri to come on and talk about Koaretta's legacy.
Oh.
And
like
the title of the clip would just be like Shuri on the legacy of Koaretta. Like, dude, I just it's so like I could just see him in my head.
Shuri would be an amazing guest. You know that she's like a borderline like professional skateboarder.
Yeah. I know that they love skateboarding. Yeah, I mean, if you're listening, I'd love to have you on. I know we don't talk that much, but
shout out Gabor.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now, but you can't see it. You know, actually, now since we were talking about events a lot, are there any events that you really wanted to do but you just couldn't do?
I feel like every good idea I had, I made it happen. I've had a lot of shit ideas that I've wanted to do, but we won't talk about those because they never happened for a reason.
I don't think anything will top when Dustum made videos of pissing on pictures of Viper until he gets invited to GS and Viper just blocked him.
Dude, that's so funny.
Do you know Dustum?
Yeah, I know Dustum.
Dude,
he was
my
my vice president.
Yeah.
That
was so funny. Arb eats them, gets in, Dustin pisses on him, and gets blocked.
Oh my god!
I think, in fairness, Dustin would not have melded well there. Like GS is one of those places where it's like they know their crowd, and they know like just immediately who would be fit and who wouldn't be. You know, that's why like what's his name? That's why a lot of people that you would think are in there aren't. They would totally be if it was 2016, because like everyone was so much younger, and it wasn't as like tightly woven.
Yeah, it's a very tightly knit group of they know like their standards of you have to be successful in the community, and you also have to have this kind of a personality to get along with.
You also have to have a good relationship with everybody there too.
You do,
like,
yeah.
It's
you
the
can't
thing
be
with
the kind of person who talk shit.
Yeah, and that's kind of scary to think about. Like, GS has so much fucking information in it. Like, they probably have like message logs of like somebody talking shit in like 2017.
Oh yeah.
Like that's like how deep it would run. I don't think they would go that far to like invite somebody who talked like minor shit about someone like 6 years ago, but the fact that it's there is a testament to just how like far deep it goes.
Oh, someone just asked a good question actually. What's your favorite Legends Never Die moment in the GD community? And then they say mine is GD Sandstorm coming back to beat Zodiac, but mine, do you remember that shit with Hotball when he came back and beat Bloodlust? And then there was that video description that he wrote that was like,
what he wrote.
Oh, it was so funny. He was just roasting everybody. He's like,
I remember his Erebus one.
Yeah, I think it was his Erebus.
The Erebus one where he was like, TBH, this is really short. Don't think it should be on list. XD, anyway, pretty easy.
Yeah,
something like that.
That's what it was.
Dude, people hated him, dude.
Or maybe I'm just too good. Or maybe I'm just better than
Yeah, that's what he said. Or maybe I'm just too good. XD. Dude, he was funny, but so many people hated him, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. Crazy. I thought it was funny. He was just a kid. He was young, man.
He's honestly kind of like the original Popoff in that way.
Is Popoff like that?
I don't think Popoff, not saying Popoff has like an ego for his skill, but like Popoff just kind of reminds me of Hotball.
Yeah.
Like if someone comes out of nowhere and is stupid good at the game and just has like the mentality of just being like XD, Popoff is pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People seem to forget this. Hotball did not ego people. He only egoed his own ability at the game.
That's true.
Which is way better. We can wrap up in a sec. We have been here a while. I was meaning to go to my parents' house to watch the dogs and stuff today, but I just had such a tight schedule. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, true.
Maybe
I
I'll
have a
ask a
tight
couple
schedule
more
for me too.
questions.
I'm going to a Super Bowl party tomorrow. This is my first year ever being interested in sports, so I'm so excited to get in touch with my inner manly man and watch some balls being thrown around, baby.
I was never a football guy. I still am not.
Oh, I'm not a football guy either. I just got really into basketball recently.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Dude, it's funny? This is not related to what you're talking about, but remember when you made that tweet about the Devil Vortex saws above Slaughterhouse?
Yeah.
And then the future irony that came from that?
Dude, it's
The
actually
fact that it not only like foreshadowed Space being a hacker, but it also then re-kickstarted the investigation into Devil Vortex, which led to its concrete evidence.
and that's what restarted the Devil Vortex Sauce meme in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I know. Oh, that's such a well-researched statement to make because nobody knows that about me. Is that that tweet was what caused or like the domino effect, the butterfly effect to start
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah.
The fact that it just happens.
I know. And it was just such a little thing. It was just a funny little tweet.
Oh man, we've actually we've gotten to most of the stuff. The rest of the stuff is like pretty basic. Like, do you have any regrets in your GD career? Which I think everyone has at least one, whether minor or major. But
I don't know. I don't know. I can't actually think of anything. I'm not like the kind of person to have regrets because I don't think about stuff like that too much. I don't let it bother me. So I'm sure I would if I thought about it, but I don't have anything on hand.
Oh, before we go, we should talk about my demon list.
Oh,
and the unfortunate end that had.
Yeah.
That was such a shame.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really involved in it beyond its creation. Like it kind of all went like Vibrant kind of just took over the whole thing. So, I didn't really have a hand in its demise or anything. I basically all I did for that was some promo and I put the developer team together. And so like shout out to those developers for all the work that they did. Like I really hope it's able to get picked up in the future because that is just such a cool concept and they put so much effort into it. Like I think it needs to happen, that kind of a website, because like being able to log geometry dash levels and rate them on even on a scale of like 1 to 10, like I feel like that would be revolutionary for the game in a lot of ways.
Is it true that the reason it like stopped being made was because there was a lack of funding to like keep it afloat, or is it just like the passion was fading away?
All of the developers were university students and they just got really busy. That's
okay.
It. It's that simple. We had a very small team. We had a small team of like 4 or 5 developers and they were all doing it alone. And the reason it's not like coming back so easily is because, it's a small team of 4 or 5 developers. They wrote it in like their way that a lot of people aren't going to understand. So it's just not that easy to bring people back into it.
I hope it comes back.
Yeah, me too. Me too, for sure.
But well, yeah, I mean, we can wrap up now. We pretty much did everything now. Mm-hmm. If you have any closing statements, you should. I'd love to hear it.
I mean, I don't know. It was really fun being on, man. This is super sick.
This is probably. This is like top 3 episodes. That's for sure.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm glad that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad that I did.
Just coming in here, chilling with you. Like we talked about, your questions, the GD stuff, but we also just hung out. Like it was really fun.
I thought it would be like, in my perspective, I thought it would be like a little more difficult with just one host, but it's actually, I'm not gonna lie, no offense to them, but I prefer it. but I do like the stability of having more than one.
I guess it might be easier to establish like chemistry if it's just one-on-one, but yeah,
that's what we struggle with. Anyway,
right.
You gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go. I'm hungry.
Oh yeah.
Public call? What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, all right. this has been episode 10. Thank you so much for coming on. And I hope to see you again in the future when everyone else is here and, more stuff develops, more stuff to talk about.
I would be glad to.
That's episode 10. We're going to be released on Spotify soon when I can figure out how to make the RSS sheet and stuff. But this has been episode 10 of the Dasher podcast, and I will see you later. Memberships are now available. Go buy one.